The morning began like any other. Sunlight streamed lazily through the curtains, painting golden streaks across the walls. The air was quiet, punctuated only by the soft hum of the refrigerator and the distant chatter of neighbors starting their day. Outside, the world seemed gentle and predictable. A normal Tuesday, where nothing extraordinary was expected. You settled into your routine, a steaming cup of coffee in your hand, the faint aroma curling around you like comfort itself. The rhythm of your day felt steady, almost reassuring. Every tick of the clock, every ordinary sound, was a tiny promise that things were under control. And then, it happened. Without warning, your chest tightened. The comforting hum of the morning transformed into a deafening roar in your mind. Your heartbeat quickened, as if an invisible drum were pounding inside your ribcage. Hands that were just moments ago relaxed now trembled ever so slightly, and a cold, inexplicable dread seeped into your stomach. Nothing around you had changed. The coffee cup sat perfectly on the table. The sun still streamed in peacefully. Yet your body screamed that something was wrong. It was as if the world had shifted imperceptibly, and only your senses were aware. The calm, ordinary day had been pierced by an invisible alarm, and for a moment, reality itself felt untrustworthy. You glanced around the room, searching for a threat that didn't exist, trying to convince yourself it was just a passing moment. But that tiny voice in your mind, anxious, insistent, impossible to silence, whispered, "Something is wrong. You're not safe. You have to do something." And just like that, the ordinary Tuesday was gone. It's as if your body had a mind of its own, reacting to a threat that doesn't exist. The pounding in your chest feels urgent, like an alarm bell ringing in an empty house. Every nerve in your body is on high alert, muscles taut, senses sharpened. You're ready to run, fight, or freeze, yet there's no danger, no reason for this surge of panic. Your mind searches for an explanation, scanning the room for something, anything, that could justify the storm inside you. But there is nothing. No smoke, no intruder, no catastrophe waiting to strike. Just the normal, quiet room you were in moments ago. This is the cruel trick of anxiety. A false fire alarm, screaming warnings while the world outside remains calm and harmless. Your body doesn't care that logic says, "You're safe." It doesn't listen to reason. It reacts as if the walls around you are closing in, as if an invisible predator is circling. You feel betrayed by your own instincts. Every heartbeat is louder than the last, each one shouting danger that isn't there. Hands sweat and tremble, stomach knots itself, and a cold shiver races down your spine. You're ready to leap into action, fight, flee, or freeze. But the room hasn't changed. Nothing is different. Nothing is coming. And yet, the fear is real. The panic is real. Your body doesn't understand that the alarm is false. It only knows the signal has been sent. And until it fades, if it ever does, you're trapped in a state of high alert, waiting for a disaster that will never come. Your body feels like a traitor, a vessel that should carry you safely through life, but now conspires against you. Your chest hammers so fiercely, it's as if a jackhammer is lodged beneath your ribs. Each heartbeat is deafening, echoing in your ears and shaking your very sense of stability. Sweat beads along your temples and palms, slick and cold, making you question if the room itself has turned hostile. Your hands shake uncontrollably, fumbling over objects as if the simplest movements are suddenly impossible. Your stomach twists into knots, sour and uneasy, while a tightness in your throat makes each breath a struggle. Even your mind is betrayed by your own body. Your senses feel hypersensitive. The ticking of the clock is deafening. The hum of the refrigerator a thunderclap. Every small sound vibrates through you, amplifying your unease. You want to call it a false alarm, to reason it away, but your body refuses. It is fully immersed in panic, as though it alone perceives the threat that doesn't exist. The betrayal runs deeper than physical sensations. You're aware, in fleeting moments of clarity, that there is no danger, yet your body acts as if reality itself has shifted. You are trapped, a spectator in your own life, watching your muscles tighten, your breath quicken, your heart race, powerless to stop it. It's exhausting, humiliating, and terrifying. You want to scream at yourself, "Stop! There's nothing there!" But the betrayal is complete. Your body ignores reason, and in that moment, you realize just how fragile your sense of safety can be. When your own flesh and blood no longer obey your mind, your body races, but it's your mind that truly betrays you now. It whispers in a relentless, cunning voice, filling your thoughts with doubt and fear. "They're all judging you," it hisses. "You're not safe. You can't handle this." The words loop endlessly, twisting and magnifying every tiny worry into a towering threat. Even the simplest tasks feel impossible. Picking up a pen, sending a message, or making eye contact becomes monumental. Every decision is haunted by imagined scrutiny, imagined failure. The mind becomes a distorted hall of mirrors, reflecting only insecurities, exaggerating minor mistakes into catastrophes. You try to reason, to remind yourself that these thoughts are not real. But logic is weak against the mind's cunning. Anxiety doesn't just strike physically. It seduces your consciousness, convincing you that danger lurks everywhere, that every glance, every sound, every breath carries a hidden judgment. The trickery is cruelly clever. It masks itself as concern, as protection, convincing you that it is on your side. You must be careful, it says. You cannot relax. And yet, in doing so, it chains you to a constant state of fear. Every heartbeat, every tremor, every tight breath confirms its lies, making the invisible threat feel entirely real. You are aware, somewhere deep down, that your mind is deceiving you. And yet, for the moment, it controls you completely. A puppet master, pulling your thoughts, twisting your perceptions, and leaving you questioning not just the world, but yourself. On the outside, you appear calm. Your face may even carry a smile, casual and composed, as if everything is normal. People around you move through their day, laughing, chatting, unaware of the storm raging within you. And that's the cruel irony. No one sees the chaos you're fighting. Inside, it's a different world. Thoughts clash like violent waves against rocks, relentless and unyielding. Each small task feels like climbing a mountain. Every interaction is a careful negotiation with your own mind, a balancing act between appearing functional and surviving the tide of anxiety threatening to pull you under. You hide it because you must. Admitting the struggle feels impossible. Vulnerability carries risk, and besides, how could you explain a battle that is invisible? How could you convey the sharpness of racing thoughts, the heaviness in your chest, the way your body feels like a trap? And so, you fight silently. You endure, smiling through meetings, nodding through conversations, pretending that the world around you is as calm as it looks. Every laugh is measured, every word chosen carefully, because the alternative, revealing your internal chaos, feels unbearable. The battle is exhausting precisely because it is unseen. Each victory is private, small, and fleeting. Each defeat is internalized, leaving bruises no one else can touch. You are at war with yourself, fighting a relentless enemy that leaves no evidence, no witnesses, no applause. And yet, you fight. You endure. Even when the world assumes you are fine, your silent resilience continues, proving strength that few recognize and even fewer understand. You reach out, or try to, hoping for comfort, understanding, a lifeline in the middle of the storm. But the response isn't what you need. Friends or family offer well-meaning advice, phrases meant to soothe. Just relax. Don't worry so much. It's all in your head. Instead of relief, their words feel like salt on an open wound. They don't see the frantic pulse in your chest, the trembling in your hands, the invisible weight pressing down on your shoulders. They cannot hear the voice in your head whispering endless what-ifs, cannot feel the claustrophobia of panic that wraps around you like a second skin. It's not anger you feel. It's frustration, isolation, and heartbreak. You know they are trying to help, yet they are unknowingly dismissing the reality of your experience. Each repetition of "just relax" becomes a reminder that your struggle is invisible, incomprehensible to most, and, in a cruel twist, even your pleas for understanding are misunderstood. You want them to see what you see, to feel what you feel, to acknowledge the battle raging inside. But the gap between their world and yours seems unbridgeable. You swallow your words, your tears, your fear, choosing silence over explanation, because nothing you say can capture the full intensity of your experience. In this misunderstanding, the loneliness deepens. The world outside seems oblivious, moving on, while you remain trapped in the echo of your own anxiety, fighting, surviving, and silently screaming for empathy that doesn't come easily. Once the storm of misunderstanding passes, your mind refuses to rest. It spins, circling endlessly, caught in a cyclone of possibilities. What if I fail? What if they notice? What if something terrible happens? Each thought multiplies, branching into hundreds of imagined disasters that loom larger with every passing second. It starts small, a fleeting worry about a meeting or a social interaction. But the spiral grows rapidly, unstoppable. One minor slip becomes a catastrophic failure in your mind. One innocent comment becomes proof that everyone is judging you. The what-ifs are merciless architects, building towering walls of fear from the tiniest fragments of reality. Your body reacts in tandem with your mind. Muscles tense, stomach knots, breath quickens. The mind and body are locked in a feedback loop, each amplifying the other. Logic tries to intervene. It's unlikely. It's okay. But reason is weak against the momentum of the spiral. Hours, minutes, or maybe just moments pass, time loses meaning, and you remain trapped in the cycle. Each what-if is louder than the last, each scenario more vivid, more convincing, more terrifying. You are imprisoned by your own imagination, a prisoner of possibilities that may never come to pass. And yet, even in the height of the spiral, there's a strange clarity. You can feel the machinery of your own mind at work, pulling you deeper, feeding your fears. It's exhausting, relentless, and invisible to the outside world. A private storm of anxiety that no one else can see, but that dominates every corner of your consciousness. After the relentless storm of thoughts and spirals, the tension finally breaks. Not with relief, but with a crushing weight that settles over you like lead. The adrenaline fades, leaving exhaustion in its wake. Your chest no longer pounds with the same urgent rhythm, but a hollow heaviness fills the space, pressing down on every limb. Your muscles ache from constant tension. Your shoulders slump, Your hands shake less violently but remain unsteady, and your mind, once frenzied, now feels numb, a haze of fatigue and lingering dread. Emotions that were once sharp now blur together. Guilt, shame, confusion, and a quiet anger at your own body and mind for betraying you. You may cry, or you may sit in silence, staring blankly at a wall or an object, feeling the emptiness left behind by the storm. Thoughts that raced relentlessly now retreat into a heavy fog, leaving you questioning everything. Why did this happen? What did I do wrong? Am I overreacting? The self-doubt bites harder than the panic itself. Even ordinary tasks feel monumental. Getting out of bed, speaking a few words, or moving through your day seems like climbing a mountain. The world continues around you, oblivious, while you feel temporarily disconnected. A fragile, vulnerable shell of yourself, bruised by a battle only you endured. The crash is silent, invisible, and isolating. Yet in this vulnerability, there is a subtle truth. Surviving the storm, even in exhaustion, is a testament to your endurance. The body and mind may have betrayed you, but you persisted. You endured. You survived. Amid the exhaustion, the spirals, and the invisible battles, a quiet truth begins to emerge. Surviving this storm doesn't mean you are weak. It proves the opposite. Every tremor, every racing heartbeat, every moment you endured despite the chaos is a testament to resilience few can see. Strength is not always loud or visible. It doesn't announce itself with grand gestures or accolades. Sometimes it lives quietly in the small, unnoticed victories. Getting out of bed after a night of sleepless worry. Facing people even when the mind screams to hide. Continuing your day, despite the weight pressing down on you. You realize that living with anxiety is like walking through a storm, carrying invisible armor. Each episode, each panic, each spiral tests you. And yet, here you are, still moving, still breathing, still present. That persistence is strength. That resilience is courage. Even in the silence, even when no one acknowledges your fight, you are powerful. The hidden battle you endure every day, often alone, proves your capacity to survive, to persevere, and to rise again. Strength is not always seen, but it is always real. And for those who endure anxiety, that hidden strength is one of the most profound truths. You are far stronger than your fears, stronger than the panic, stronger than the spirals that try to consume you. After enduring the storm, after surviving the panic, the spirals, the exhaustion, and even the invisible battles no one else sees, a quiet understanding settles in. Anxiety is not just stress. It is not a fleeting mood or a simple reaction to life's challenges. It is a real, powerful force, one that shapes your body, mind, and emotions in ways that can feel both terrifying and isolating. And yet, in recognizing its reality, you discover something unexpected. You are not broken. The very fact that you face this storm, often silently, day after day, proves your humanity and your resilience. Your feelings are valid. Your experiences are real. Your struggle is acknowledged, at least by yourself. There is a profound courage in living fully, even when the mind whispers doubt, even when the body rebels, even when the world cannot see the battles you fight. Each breath you take, each step you move forward, is a victory over an invisible force that would otherwise consume you. The final revelation is simple but transformative. Anxiety does not define you. It challenges you. It tests you. It shapes moments of fear and uncertainty. But it cannot erase your strength, your persistence, or your humanity. You are not weak for feeling. You are not broken for surviving. You are human, resilient, imperfect, and profoundly capable of enduring even the fiercest internal storms. In the quiet aftermath, there is acceptance, there is hope, there is recognition that every struggle has meaning. Every fear met is a testament to courage, and every day lived fully, despite anxiety, is proof of strength beyond measure.